Welcome to Big Blue's exploration. You join me today from Praz Sur Arly, which is about 10 minutes drive from Mjev and is part of the Espace Damien, and you can also choose from the Arly Pass itself. So €43.50 for the Arly Pass and €50 for the Espace Damien. So the Arly is about 92 kilometres and the Espace Damien is about 192 kilometres. For my purposes, I went for the Arly Pass because I was only there for one day and it was a struggle to ski most of that, but I think I managed to give it a good job. It started off the day with quite cloudy, a bit misty, and hoping that it wasn't going to be like that all day. It did start to clear up, and then by 11 o'clock there was sun over quite a bit of the mountain. The snow the day before and the continued cold air had helped with keeping the piste fresh and really good for having some quick zipping along as we went down some of the runs. Very varied runs. There's some greens, some blues and some blacks. Mostly I would say blue/red. The runs overall were really quite good. I would say that obviously as a family it is a really good resort. It's cheap. It's not that far from airports like Geneva, and lots of good accessible ways to get there, like car or bus and train. And also you can stay at places like Solange or on the other side near Fremont, and then Praz itself, not having to break the bank trying to go for a ski holiday, as it can be for some people quite expensive if you go to areas which don't offer such family vibe. There are some issues with it. The biggest are the fact that it's old lifts or lots of T-bars and pommas, and the pommas are literally like aircraft carrier slingshots. I was actually pulled into the air about a foot or so, and I am like 110 kilos, so it's obviously very powerful and very jerky. So that is one big issue with the Praz Sur Arly lift system. But that knocked off about 4 points from taking them at 6. For the overall lift infrastructure and access, it was really about a 7. For the food availability and prices, again, it was about a 7 for the area and what it is. For access, transport links, something like that, that's about an 8. Overall, I think that it is a great resort, good for families, not necessarily one that I would want to spend more time at, but it would be good for 4 or 5 days to explore the whole Espace Damien if you have a young family or you're new to skiing and are looking for something that's not so challenging, good vibes, and able to have a nice day and then have a good dinner and accommodation near to the slope.